bother me at all. What an athlete.
Here we go with Heidi Weng. Remember, she was quick at the top, still has the fastest time. 55 was the quickest time round the top of the hill, and she's well inside that. We're looking at a leading margin of some 5 or 6 seconds for Weng, and the way she's going up the home straight, it could be even more than that. 3:38 at 1.2 kilometres, and she's just turned it on. Here we go with Weng. Norway about to reclaim the lead. There's absolutely no doubt about that. Diggins is going down into second place, and Weng with a brilliantly strong finish.
Oh, technically amazing, Patrick. I think this time 6:14 is going to be hard to beat, even by Justina Kowalczyk, by Björgen. That's a great time.
Well, Weng obviously got her mind on improving her position from last year, and she was the runner-up in the mini tour last year, so she's got to win to do that. But I think Kowalczyk and I think Björgen will have taken notice of that performance.
It's quite interesting. You said taking notice. Björgen, interestingly, in the warm-up pen just down at the home straight, she was cheering on Heidi Weng, telling her to try and give a little bit more effort in the final 100.
Well, as we watch her, isn't that one of the secrets in the Norwegian team, Mike? They all enjoy each other's success, and I think it's really good for the Norwegian team that Johaug is getting a taste of victory as well, and it's not just about Marit Björgen.
Well, here she is on cue. Look at the tempo. It's amazing.
Now, we'll see how the course suits her. She said in herself in a pre-race interview that 2.5 kilometres was not her distance. But she loves the climbs. The steeper the better for Therese Johaug. And I think we're still going to see a fairly impressive time at the top of the climb. And the fact that Heidi Weng has gone well probably means that all the Norwegians are going to be on quick skis.
Yeah, I think from the whole season, the Norwegian team and the backup, the technicians, probably have got the skis better more often than the rest of the technicians in all the other nations.
Anna Haag for Sweden. No Swedes in the top 10 at the intermediate time at the moment, and they still don't have anyone in the top 10. Anna Haag just missing out on that. 9.6 outside. She's going to really struggle to make that time up in the closing stages. We should say, Mike, that Holly Brooks of USA has produced the quickest time at 1.2. I think we missed it going through. You can see it there. 3:36.1. Over 2 seconds in front of Heidi Weng, who is the current leader in the finish. Jakobsen just outside. That's a good run from Jakobsen.
This is improved performance, I think, from Jakobsen. She certainly looked very flat. Again, last Sunday in the 30 kilometres, she looked like she was spent.
Here comes Holly Brooks. I'm just suspecting that she's lost a bit of time in the descent. Mike still looks pretty strong, but the balance isn't quite as good as it was at the start of the race, and that's usually an indication that fatigue has set in.
Oh, her story is a great one. I think before Vancouver, she was the only non-professional athlete. She still had a day job, but so mentally and physically tough. Just outside.
Well, she can forget the day job because she has turned into a world-class cross-country skier. 1.1 outside. She'd love to have taken the lead. I think her mistake, a little bit too quick on the climb. 2.1 ahead of Heidi Weng. Had she kept level, I think it would have been a closer affair. Charlotte Kalla just warming up for Sweden. Sweden have gone for a colour other than blue.
Have they?
What's going on?
That's unusual. That is unusual. I wonder if and I would like them to change. I think change is good. I'd love to see them in a different coloured ski suit next season. I think that would lift or change their thinking. Get rid of the traditions. Maybe keep that old tradition of the white suit for the World Championships.
Daria Gyazova. The Canadians certainly are the best at poaching foreign athletes over the years.
Borrowing.
Borrowing permanently.
Yeah.
Hey, who can blame them? And there's no doubt that it's worked on the men's side. Bring in some knowledge and some talent from somewhere else, and suddenly all the locals raise their game to just prove themselves.
Hey, but who wouldn't want to live over there and be based in Canmore in the Rockies? It's a beautiful place.
Jakobsen, who has the third fastest time at 1.2. Now on that corner, 5:39. Remember that time for later on. Over the dip at 5:44. Now this is going to be tight, Mike. How do you think she's finished?
I think I like this tucking down. We saw with Holly Brooks, she was standing tall, but I know we're looking at Jakobsen's time. I think she might just get in there.
I think she's inside, and I think she's inside by a couple of seconds. It's a good, strong-looking finish from Astrid Jakobsen, former sprint world champion. 4 seconds inside, a brilliant descent from the top of the climb. She goes from third to first.
1 and 0. Don't talk, please. Thank you again.
Now, Randall, who's had 5 wins this season, I think she's a little off the par on the way down, or is she inside? No, she's recovered well. 6:10 is the time she's after. It's going to be close. She's got it. Oh, half a second inside. And Randall, who won the Prologue in the Tour de Ski, has put herself in a very good position to win the Prologue here in Falun. 3:34.7.
Do you know, when you look at it, Diggins, Stephen, Brooks, Randall, they're all at the moment in the top 9. They're having a great day, the American team.
Astonishing. Absolutely astonishing. They've obviously discussed their tactics, Mike. They all attacked the uphill. Randall has the quickest time at 1.2, and Brooks in second place, 1.4 outside. The leading time at the moment, 6:09.8. There's Kowalczyk. Is it going to be her day? She's seen what she's got to do. There's no doubt that she was keeping an eye on Randall, because Randall is a serious threat to the big 3.
Yes, she is. And Johaug, how did she place at the top of the climb? Of course, 4.8 seconds behind Randall's time.
Yeah, but she's a bit of a waif when it comes to the downhill, Mike. Just doesn't have enough body weight to carry herself down as quick as some of the others.
Yeah, a very light athlete, and that is why when she said at the start of the programme she'd love it to be 30 kilometres uphill next year. year.
Well, we'll see how Therese Johaug gets in. Remember, 4.8 outside the fastest time at the top of the hill. Away goes Charlotte Kaller, number 46. Second last year in this event. She was some 6 seconds outside the winning time of Marit Bjørgen. Faller of Norway, 20th in the World Cup standings. She does a whole lot better on the climb. 14th position at the moment, 10.9 outside. She will not make up that amount of time, but she could certainly get into the top 5. Johaug into the finish now, and she's only got 9 seconds. Johaug, I think, fading a little. She was 5 seconds behind the quickest time of Randall at the top of the climb, and Randall's time has already come and gone. She's lost another 5 or 6 seconds on the way down.
I'm a little surprised, very surprised indeed. You mentioned her body weight. Yes, she's hovering around 50 kilograms, but that makes her a great climber, but not the best descender. 10.9. Disappointed. I think she's still exhausted from Sunday's mega victory in the 30 kilometre.
And of course the fact that she did so well in the sprint in Stockholm, better than she's ever done before. She's still a threat for the mini tour, I think, Mike.
Yeah, when it goes, she's shaking the head there. When it goes tomorrow to a mass start, she will hang on in there over the 10 kilometres.
I think what she's got to hope is that the main danger in the Tour, the Kowalczyks and Bjørgens, do not pick up bonus seconds today. Only 3 people get bonus seconds, 15 for the win, 10 for second, 5 for third. If Kowalczyk and Bjørgen don't win any of them, which is highly unlikely, then that plays into the hands of Johaug. Otherwise, I think she's going to find herself too far behind with 2 days to go. 4.6 off the pace for Österberg. Doable?
I think when we look at how Jakobsen actually picked up from this point, Jakobsen, remember, was down 1.5 behind.
Well, here comes another Norwegian, Marit Bjørgen. 10 of the 52 competitors from Norway today, and Marit Bjørgen, I don't expect to see her leading at the top of the climb, Mike, but I do expect to see a very quick descending time. If she can stay within 4 seconds or so of the leaders, then maybe it will be Marit Bjørgen's day. Just looking at her performance last year, she won this 6:54.4, as we mentioned earlier.
I think you're right. With Marit Bjørgen, from this point on, you need to have very strong legs to maximise even this turn here. You need to have strong legs after killing them up this hill to be able to maximise the best racing line here.
Nice skiing from Aurore of France. She's done exceptionally well. There you see the climb behind all the spectators interested in the climb. Now, the last starter, the world #1, an astonishing 667 points clear in the World Cup standings. Justina Kowalczyk has won the Tour, 11 wins, 6 additional podiums on top of that. It's been a brilliant season, apart from the fact that she went home from the World Championships without an ounce of gold.
Yeah, I think that would have disappointed the team without a doubt. She was so close on a number of occasions, Patrick, but I think technically it was her technical skiing on the downhill sections on those courses in Val di Fiemme that let her down. She's got the strength, she's got the engine, but she's just lacking, I think, that little bit of technical.
I think you're right, but also you have to question her ability to stay on form or to peak for the majors. Let's just watch Calla go through 1.2, 3:34. She's after, she's inside. It's a good time from Charlotte
Well
Calla.
done.
That has all come from the fans on the side of the course, because that's the best climbing we've seen from Charlotte Calla so far this season. And the local support is worth at least 3 seconds on the Murderbacken.
Good day for Calla. I would love to see Calla win. This is good for Swedish skiing. It's good for Calla.
She needs to keep attacking on the downhill sections. Another Norwegian coming into the finish. It is Österberg. 6:09 is not achievable at the moment. She's going to be at least 10 seconds outside the leading time of Keegan Randall of USA, 6:09.8. Are we looking at win number 6 for Keegan Randall? Although it doesn't count as a World Cup winning today. It just counts as a stage win. And to get the World Cup win, you have to